Welcome back to another Ghost of Tabor video. Apparently, the last time that I made a video that blew up would be Pistol Tier List. That video apparently got like 368 views the last time that I checked in about a couple weeks, maybe a month's time. And I'm very proud of that, actually. I mean, you know, it's literally one of the few videos that I actually try to put a lot of work into, especially trying to do the green screen and totally messing it up. You know, it's fine. People still like it. Got a couple comments saying that it was useful and helpful. And yeah, I will be redoing the tier list in the future due to new weapons and maybe some mechanics that haven't changed. For example, the Glock 17 does not have a 15 round mag. It is in fact has a 17 round mag. So, yep, I will revisit that idea, but until then, we're gonna start a 5-episode series. Now, if you already haven't read the title, we're gonna do some Spectre level weapon breakdown. What I mean is we're gonna go through the 5 levels, look at all the weapons that you can get, do the breakdown of stats and facts and pros and cons with a little mix and sprinkles of my own opinion, and then rate them to my own opinion with a little bit of fact. You might as well just take the whole tier list with a grain of salt, especially mostly my opinion, but it might as well just match up with everyone else's. All right, so to start us off, we're gonna be starting off with the shotgun. The shotgun, which cost 4,896 to 6,120 Karuna, depending on your trader level, will hold 8 rounds in the tube and 9 in the chamber. Apparently, due to the wiki stats, the shotgun is an instant kill to any player who is not wearing any armor. Whoop-de-doo. The moment they have armor, your shotgun is useless. The only way you can win a fight with a shotgun is if you just aim for the face and somehow get one itsy little bit of buckshot into their chin. Even then, like, that's not guaranteed. Another fact of the shotgun is that it's a one-time use gun. Now, this just might be my problem, but to most people, the shotgun can't be reloaded mid-raid. And what I mean is, the moment you use all your shells or you use a ton of them so you want to reload, you first have to take out your backpack, take out the box of ammo that you put in the backpack before the raid, that again is taking up a huge portion of your backpack, put it down on a table, grab a shell, and put it into the shotgun shell. Now here's the catch. Most times, you won't be able to do this. You'll probably be able to put in 1, and then the game doesn't let you put any more. So you effectively use 5 to 6 shotgun shells, and you can only put 1 back in. So it makes the gun not useful anymore. You could go around and just kill a bot with a shotgun and take their gun, which is probably already better than the shotgun at range and damage and just magazine size in general. Besides the top rail, which can be mounted for a flashlight, a laser, or a sight. And again, you also have to carry more shotgun shells in the backpack with you because there's currently not a shotgun shell attachment for armor. But the devs are working on it. We already have it confirmed that we will get that in the future. So, with all that, the shotgun is going to go into D tier. When we get more shotguns, and if the shotguns are fixed, it probably will go up. But right now, in the current state of the shotguns, it is in D tier. Alright, for the next weapon we have is Hunter BS. This is going to cost you $10,900 at the lowest and $13,625 at the highest. Now, this is a bolt action sniper, if you will, that you can use. There are no rail attachments, and you probably, I don't think you can put a suppressor on it. which would probably be great if it wasn't for the fact that the gun is extremely loud. Now, just like the Dragunov or the 50 cal, or I think the Op as well, it has a very loud sound as soon as you fire the gun. Now, it may not be super loud for you, but you can sort of hear it after, kind of like a sonic boom. But other players will definitely hear it, especially if you're playing on island. It will be incredibly loud where almost everyone on the map can hear it. And it's also kind of directional, but when you shoot it, people can pretty much guess where you're using already. And there's only 4 options, and there's 2 likely ones, the Hunter or the Dragunov. So already that, they can pretty much pick their fight with you. The moment you shoot your gun, you might as well just give away your home address and like IP address as well. You might as well tell them exactly where you live and what you're using and how to break in, and just, you know, it's not good at all. Now, the upside is the Hunter's chambering in 7.62 by 51. The downside, it's only got a 4-round magazine of this. And it's also a bolt action. So, yeah, you gotta really yank that handle after you shoot it. To add to it, the Hunter BS is also an iron sight only gun. So you must have some steady arms and some pretty dang good aim for them iron sights. Because 1 centimeter off apparently just throws your gun out of whack. And that bullet, instead of hitting that player on the back, will go sent to Narnia for some reason. It doesn't go exactly where you want it to go, and it's finicky, and it's loud, and it's not worth it. The only reason I'm putting it in C tier is because its capability to kill is really good, even though I'm totally dumpstering it for it. It's just the way you have to kill someone is what making it not great. Or completely free from the daily rations. Now, the rations is one of the best ways you can actually use the Hunter without having to buy it. Because the Hunter is not a great weapon for new people. Now, if you're trying to fulfill the sniper role, then yeah, it's more for the advanced to expert kind of people, players. But if you're trying to be up close and personal with it, you can use it like that because of its huge damage potential. It's supposed to be an instant kill and will penetrate through most armor because it's chambering in 7.62 by 51. The downside is it's a bolt action, only iron sights, no rails, no suppressor, and it holds only 4 rounds in the magazine. Now, to counter that, again, it is a very powerful gun with high level penetration and really good damage capability. If you can hit your shot, if you're not arm wobbling, or the iron sights are actually not set right, or I don't know, some other scenario, if you can avoid all that and you can just hold your breath or something and actually get that round down range, it should kill. So, pros, damage penetration. Cons, very loud, it's a bolt action, low magazine. Oh, pro, you can get out of the rations, so it's free daily, with only 1 mag though. Another pro, you can sell it straight from the rations. You don't even have to use it. So yeah, in my opinion, this gun is more of a 5 out of 10. It's not awful, but it's lost my sort of respect. Especially when I look back at the skill of me in the crappy little sniper tier list that I made that I'm still a little ashamed of because I totally rushed that video, versus me now trying to hit a shot and just missing. I don't know how past me was able to hit a shot so far out while they were moving, and now I can't hit someone that's like social distancing away from me. But it's okay. It's 100 BS. So yes, I'm gonna put it in C tier. The Ludi, one of the most scuffed guns that you will find. Now, it's scuffed in more than one way, not just the appearance. That looks like some Brazilian kid grabbed some duct tape, some scrap metal from the road down, and stole a Cadillac converter, slapped it all together, and called it good. No, the damage on this is pretty insane. It does 52, 60, and 52 damage. Now that's of course standard tracer and AP, and that's with no armor on. All the damage values are with no armor on. That's insane, dude. For a gun that's literally held together by some hopes and dreams and some DIY scotch tape, this gun will put someone down so fast. And that's the problem. This gun suffers from a really rare scenario called small magazine syndrome. How small? 16 rounds in an improvised magazine, which is what the game calls it. And you're like, okay, well, it's not that bad. Well, combine out the fact that it shoots faster than anyone else can last in bed is incredibly fast. You will run out of ammo faster than anything else, and then you'll just be a sitting duck when the other player is not dead. It shoots 9mm, so already not off to a good start, and it's full auto only. No modding, no sights. Oh, and speaking of no sights, you get no iron sights as well. Nothing. You basically have to guess or go off of intuition to find out where that bullet is gonna land. The only reason that this gun is good is because it's scuff damage and the fact that you can find it off of bots on any map. The pros: fast fire rate, scuff damage, common off of bots. The cons: low magazine, no sights, no modding capabilities, and it's shooting in 9mm. Now, okay, well, that's not really a con, but I'm still gonna put it in there to balance things out. So yeah, Looty's just gonna go right next to the Hunter in C tier, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty good for that one. The Mat 49. The Mat 49 is also another SMG, this time not held together by duct tape, and actually has an iron sight. Although it has no modding capabilities, as far as I'm aware, no suppressors, no sights, no nothing like that. It's pretty good for just having no capability to do that. The Mat 49 will cost you $4,048 a Karuna, and 5,060 Karuna, depending on trade level. This time, the Mat 49 is not an SMG held together with duct tape, but an actual SMG that can function normally, including having an iron sight. Although, just like the rest, mostly a common theme for the first trader level is no modding capabilities, not even a silencer as far as I'm aware. The gun is stuck in full auto only, but that's not big of a deal due to its okay-ish rate of fire. But it does not suffer from small magazine syndrome, as it has 32 rounds of 9mm. In fact, it's even above average, especially for its small size. It packs a punch. The damage for it, though, doesn't really show that. It does 34, 39, and 34, standard tracer AP, no armor. And the moment this starts making contact with armor, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, normally you should be aiming for the head, but on the off chance that you panic and freak out and start just panic shooting, yeah, if they're wearing any kind of tier 2 armor, you're gonna have a bad time. Personally, I would give it a 6 out of 10. It's not terribly bad, but it's more of a camping, ratting weapon. Pros are that it has an above average magazine, has iron sights, and has an okay-ish rate of fire. The cons: penetration power and damage power are low, no modding capabilities, and it's a small SMG, say. Anyways, yep, it's gonna go into B tier because it's actually better than the Looty and the Hunter. The SKS. Now, the SKS is going to be the first and only assault rifle that you can get out of Trader Level 1, but don't be fooled by it. It is an extremely good weapon and very, very versatile. It can operate as a medium distance assault rifle to even some certain long distance sniper rifle. It has no scope, and as far as I'm aware, you can't mod it to have a suppressor on it, so again, no modding capabilities. But no need to worry, the iron sights are actually pretty decent on this gun. Although when you're aiming into a dark area, you could lose some sight picture and even where the front sight is, but you don't have to worry about it too much. The SKS has an option for a 30 round mag, which is what most people will be running, and a 75 round mag. Now you'll either find this from killing the boss, and you'll get 3, I think maybe even 4 75 round gold drum mags, but at that point just keep it for the auto SKS that you get from it. Or you can probably find one out in raid, and you probably won't be able to buy it since, again, you're in Trader Level 1. You probably could find it off of a player, but that will be a little difficult. Now here's the thing. This gun is very good for new players because not only does it have range capabilities, it has the damage capabilities as well. 72, 69, 84 standard tracer AP and on skin. But it does have good armor penetration because it shoots 760 by 39, and meaning that when you come across a player with tier 1 dollar store armor, no problem. Tier 2, okay, maybe a little bit of a problem. Tier 3, okay, you're gonna have a struggle a little bit. And Tier 4, don't even worry about it, aim for the face.
Oh, that's a good way to make a distraction.
So, yeah. If you're aiming for the face, you will have no trouble whatsoever. But if you panic fire and they're wearing some Tier 1 to Tier 3, you'll probably have a very good to struggling time. Well, otherwise, it will do very good jobs at killing people. You also don't have to worry about fire rate. It is a single shot only gun, but you can spam the trigger very fast, meaning that you can just send a ton of rounds down before the enemy has time to figure out where the heck you are. Or unless you suck, then you might just have a little bit of trouble. Another thing that makes this gun good is that you can find it off of bots, which means you can get an SKS for free, or if you already have one, you can get more free magazines. And if you're already out of magazines, well, boom, there's 3 more. It's pretty simple. So it's pretty cheap, it's very good for its value, and you can find it in raid for free or just get more magazines for it. So pro, cheap, damage, valuable, found in raid. Cons, no modding capabilities, long range starts to become a little sketchy, and single fire only, although that one's not too much of a problem. So it's going to be an 8 out of 10 and go straight into A tier. MP40. Now, everyone and their mother knows that the MP40 is cracked. It is insanely good for one of the 3 SMGs that you can get, and should be the only SMG that you get. Because not only can you find the looting raid, not only is a MAT 49 a downgrade from the looty, but the MP40 is the supreme leader of the SMGs. Yes, pun intended. But it shoots 30 rounds of 9mm with a stick mag and is an open bolt submachine gun, meaning that you'll have to pull the bolt all the way back and either lock it in position or move it up a little bit to actually stick a new magazine in. Don't forget that, because if you get into a fight and panic and forget to do that, you will have a bad time. So remember to pull back the bolt before you take out the magazine and before you put a new one in. It has the capability of full auto only and safety. Safety is redundant, you don't need to have it on. Quote though, pretty important tip. If their safety is on, you are not safe. So make sure your gun's not on safety. The wiki says that it has the option for single fire, but the wiki is always a little sketchy. For example, the Glock 17 is supposed to have 17 rounds in the mag, but the wiki says 15. So don't always trust what you see on there. And if any person from the wiki sees this, please change that and make sure you double check your information. Thank you. But coming back to the MP40, it has 0 attachments, 0 suppressor, so you're stuck with the base iron sights, kind of like every single other gun in this trader level. But that also costs you range. Now, don't get me wrong, the MP40 can perform very good at medium and even some long distance, but it's going to be mostly short distance. So you're probably going to see people running this gun on silo or maybe island. Either that would just be me by myself running it or some other crazy dude. But yeah, you're mostly going to see this gun on silo because it kicks butt. It is very good. It does 40, 46, and 40 damage, no armor. And since it's 9mm, I guess it will have a little bit of trouble going against armor, but it's very good fire rate, allows you to kind of control where you're shooting. And again, aim for the face, because if you don't, you will suffer. The base price with the MP40 is 5,060 Karuna and down to 4,048 Karuna. So it makes it a somewhat affordable and sometimes valuable MP40.
No! My bad.
The MP40 will not fail you unless you fail the MP40. So have confidence to go and fight those fights and outthink the enemy. The MP40 is a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. Its capability to kill and its really good fire rate for control makes it a very, very good weapon for people to use on silo. Now, when you take it out to island, people that are further than like 20 feet, you're gonna have some trouble hitting them. The recoil, again, is good, but also not very good if you're trying to aim at something very far, as the sight will jump up and you start to lose some sight picture, especially if the iron sights, and you'll have a little bit of trouble killing an enemy. For example, here I try to kill an enemy and I let it rip because I'm trying to see if I can actually get him, but nope, the sights go up, hit him in the kneecap a couple times, and then he's still alive. And he had Dollar Tree armor, dude. He should have been dead, but no. Range is a little sketchy with this gun. So, the pros, it's pretty cheap and has good value. The damage values are low, but the fire rate makes up for it. Pros, I'm gonna say the damage. Now, the damage doesn't show that it's always good, but just because something looks not good on paper doesn't mean it's gonna be not good in real life, and vice versa. You will try this gun and you will see the fact that it's actually very good. I don't mean that threatening, but you will, and you will see. Another pro is that it's cheap and valuableness ratio is very good, as you can reliably kill players and take their loot and everything. One con is iron sights. You will most likely have a little trouble with iron sights, and especially if the game currently having a little trouble tracking controllers, it will make you a little bit more difficult to control the gun. Honestly, that's really the only kind of con that I can put on there. Oh wait, no, range, right. Well, actually that's more of a derivative from the iron sights, but yeah, you might have a little trouble with range. Just keep that in mind though, but have that confidence. It won't let you down unless you let it down. So, that's why the MP40 is going to go in S tier. Last weapon for trader level 1. Oh wait, no it's not. The BAR. I don't have any recording footage with this because I never bothered picking it up. but I did use it a couple games without me recording due to some performance issues with the Oculus, which is very annoying, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not as great as it seems. The only damage value that it has in the wiki is 45 for just standard. But again, this is no armor. Now, 30-6 is probably very strong, but I guess I might be wrong when it comes to Tabor. But the BAR doesn't seem very useful to me. It's listed as an LMG for a 20-round mag. That's not an LMG. I mean, granted, it's a full auto M1 Grand, but then at that point, I'd rather want the M1 Grand. But, you know, no footage, me not using it, don't want to pay for it. It's 10,000 something, 10,900, I think. So, yeah, if you're looking for footage of that, well, you're out of luck, because I'm not gonna review it. Hopefully, you do find this helpful, you know, in the mix of facts and opinions and some salt and pepper mixed in. You probably can find some nuggets of important information on why you keep winning or you keep losing fights, and maybe adapt to the new players and use, you know, guns that are actually pretty good. And speaking of new players, hopefully this helps you out too on better making a educated financial decision and not waste your money on something that's not gonna work. So yeah, unless you're really poor, then take the Ludi. Or at that point, just buy a Makarov. Or go in with nothing and do a 0 to hero. But that's gonna be it. Hopefully you'll make a better decision in the future. And I will make more videos in the future, but until then, goodbye. Now, while I actually have you here, since you're actually still here, I will remind you to unsubscribe. No, this is not a joke. This is not me trying to be funny. You should unsubscribe. You should unsubscribe now.